Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I'm at the NFA meeting in Nashville. I'm with Jason McSwain, the president of the NFA, and also the owner of McSwain Flooring in Cincinnati. Jason, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks, Kim.
How's business in Cincinnati?
Business is fun. There's changes going on in our region that allow our team to strengthen our brand. Consumers are out there. They love flooring. In the area of carpeting, they love things that help their pets take over their house. And so we've done some fun promotions along those lines. The summer's gone quick, so we're eager to get in the fall selling season.
On a year-over-year basis, are you doing as well as you did last year, or how's it going?
Yeah, we purpose to diversify, so those divisions counter-support each other. So we're softer in new construction, but multifamily and commercial have picked that up. We've had volatility in retail, some very successful fun months, some lower months than we had planned. I guess that just bodes to uncertainty. It's not easy to think what the next few months might be, but we're bullish in how we promote, and we're going to make the best of it.
Okay, so it's been cyclical, at least on the residential retail replacement.
Correct.
I should reiterate that it's a nice-sized family-owned chain of 9 stores, so it's a substantial business in Cincinnati.
Correct. We got a region, kind of Dayton, Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati. We're focused there where we can really put our brand out to a broad group of users for flooring.
You make our top 100 list every year, so you're doing a nice business. Let's move to the NFA. You had a board meeting, then you've had a membership meeting. What's a summary from those meetings?
I think from our member meeting, our group came eager to drive and understand and just share where the gross margin, peel away builder business, commercial business, if it's a new store opening, but just year over year, is that trending up? Is that trending down? Gross margin is a metric of a healthy business, and it was valuable, as you heard from each member, could take away a list of items to go back and really put in place in your retail model. So they're not worried of telling someone their margin's down, and this is where it is, but just that preparation for the meeting, even from some of our larger members, they said was a valuable step in drilling into a number they can see on a P&L, but not necessarily have they really investigated what made up that number.
So when it comes to gross margins, are those numbers improving, getting better, or is it just kind of a mixed bag?
It would be a mixed bag. Even members that have grown considerably in LVT, a category that most would just give an assumption is a lower margin, they were able to grow and share why they have a higher margin by the growth of LVT. Again, an eye-opener for others that might say, hey, that's really counter to what conventional experience has proven.
It's interesting you say that, it's particularly around LVT, because a lot of people have been concerned that now LVT in a $25 billion industry is a $5 billion piece of it. So it's a substantial piece of it. And they've been worried that margins might erode, that we might go down the path of what we saw with laminate. So we're not seeing that yet, are we?
We're intentional. The vendor partners that are keeping that pricing up and helping not have that just race to the bottom, that fits well into any retailer that wants to make a healthy margin. Those are the vendors that we partner with more. And there's a few that have done that really well, and those are the ones that the NFA has rewarded with good growth because the margin's able to be supported.
I was at lunch today, and I overheard a conversation that there was a lot of talk about SPC. So that may be the one category where there's more and more people getting into the category. Wouldn't you agree?
More people getting in, but innovation is there too. And talking to the Shaw team, Cortec and Advance, was sharing really their strategy is to make sure there's innovative in style and design. That innovation helps support that pricing point structure. If it stagnates and there's not a lot of new either features and benefits or style and design, that's when that pricing can just really competitively get a race to the bottom.
Any other takeaways from the meeting?
I think there's been good discussions today. If you take that equation over to carpeting, where are carpet feature and benefits that allow a retailer to have a good margin? So it's valuable for us that Invista, Stainmaster, construction continues to be high fashion, high performance, the Pet Protect, color, style, and design, the Tough Tex, Dixie, they bring to market, and we want to see more of that, because if that consumer's coming in to the store with a good feeling towards Stainmaster as a brand, some confidence, it's going to perform well for their active family, their pets. That's an area that, again, we can give a good price to the consumer. We can also have a good return and margin. We're not just in a commodity battle with the competitor down the street.
Jason, you mentioned Stainmaster. I think one of the concerns has been that there might be that brand name attached to other yarn types other than nylon 6/6 in some of the channels that are not as margin conscious. So that's one concern, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a concern. So we're going to continue to push and encourage a partnership that works well for maximum margin opportunities. That's what I need to bring to our retail sales team. And then also, be aware of how are things changing out in the future for several years ahead. The brand that Stainmaster has with customers is very recognizable. And the Pet Protect, the connection with pets, the amount that homeowners are yielding to their pet and their budget, travel, all the things that people do with pets these days. That's a brand that works well when we're marketing. How do we have something fun and exciting for a consumer? That's still to be revealed and resolved over the months ahead.
What do you think to your membership, if there's a single item that they're trying to address, what would you think that would be?
Membership's very diverse. So we had best practices shared. The thread that the membership has tasked the board with, one of those is the development of kind of two tracks, development of our retail sales associates and the development of our contractors. Beyond just training, how does the NFA help alleviate that roadblock so that that development piece can be just more readily used across all of our membership.
All right, so primarily you're saying the training and skill sets for both the RSAs and the installer contractors.
Yeah, enhancing them. Not saying wherever you are today is not working. We want to take that and enhance it another level or two.
All right, so between now and the end of the year, do you think business is going to continue to be at where it is, or do you think we're going to see an improvement, or what's your feel there?
Yeah, I think from our collective group, there's optimism, there's bullishness, there's ideas. Didn't hear anyone that was pulling back in their ad spending or not looking for creative ways to make the fall selling season just the best that it can be. That's our approach in our market, and believe we'll do well with that.
I can tell you that there's 3 members of yours that are adding stores this year.
Yeah.
You've got Flooring 101, you've got Sterling in California, and you've got Worldwide in New Jersey, all adding stores. So that speaks, if they're concerned, they wouldn't be doing that, would they?
Yeah, those are all exciting times. Those are things we enjoy celebrating here as a group gets together, because those are areas where the business is healthy and strong and a strategic long-term plan. Talking to one of them at lunch today, it's not easy. It takes a great deal of effort and investment to open up a store. So that's fun to see 3 of those come out online this time of year. So.
All right, Jason, thanks for spending time with us. Again, been talking to Jason McSwain, the president of the NFA, and also the owner of McSwain Flooring in Cincinnati. And you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.